Thank you for having me, Tulu. Thank you.
Let's start with the markets. The market, again, I thought that we started with that momentum positive, and I wanted us to just stay on that note. Moving on. But today, the market is dipping a bit in red. What is your understanding of the start in September and how you think we'll move on in this quarter as we wrap it up?
Well, again, the market, like I always say, is not a straight line. You see the ups and the downs, and but the market has come with some exciting news. Zenith and also IBTC, and then you mustn't take your eyes off Uwando. Uwando has been exciting the market thus far. So I think the market is responding to positivity of some of these market news. But you will not be able to see that because of the current right and offer that is going on, especially from the banking sector. But looking at the market looked bullish in the long term. But in the short term, we'll continue to see this profit taking, like what we have observed over the months.
You mentioned Uwando. So many are saying that all of this kind of deals in the upstream, I think most especially now, they expect to start getting nods from the regulators. What sort of positives do you think this brings into the entire environment, business environment?
Well, for the first time, Uwando is going to be a large player in the Nigerian oil and gas sector. We've not had those, the only Seplat that we have, and Seplat also is one company investors should start looking at, because very soon their own asset purchase from ExxonMobil might just be approved by the regulators. For Uwando, I don't think there's anything that the regulator should do to stop the movement of price or whatever people are saying. It's just information that is trailing down, and they have moved from, it's just like you are moving from a tier 3 bank to a tier 1 bank. Definitely your price must impact. They are moving from a player, just a player in the upstream sector, to now a major player in the upstream sector. So definitely you expect that the investors to look at that, begin to price in the future price, because as it stands now, when you look at which sector they are going to play based on the asset they have, they are very, very undervalued. And so a lot of investors are taking position there.
Finally, before I let you go, the banks. You've already talked about Zenith. What about other banks? Access, all of them are actually having stocks now on the floor. They want everyone to invest in their banks. How receptive would you say Nigerians are to all of these offers?
I think if you look at GTCO Alpha, we've not seen the result, but again, I'm sure they didn't extend the date. That meant they made their target. If you look at Fidelity, they say they made their target and even exceeded their target of subscription. Access Bank, we are still waiting for them. They did not extend their date, so that means they must have made their target. And so with that, you think Nigerians are accepted to it. But my challenge is that we might lose a lot of retail investors, because what you will see investing in some of these banks are institutional investors rather than retail investors. So that's what I think. So a lot of retail investors, because of the economic situation of the land, might not be able to take their right or buy this offer. But you get a lot of participation from institutional investors and foreign investors, and that makes it, maybe that's why you're seeing that the banks surely will have a good time in coming to the market.
I must thank you so much for your insights as usual. Mr. Mukhtar Mohammed.
Thank you for having me.
Investment banker, stockbroker. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have feel.